I could never imagine that something like this, words like this, came out of my mouth. I never dreamed of that this day would come, the day when my dream would come true, really exist and really would happen. But here I am, and today I can tell you that one of my biggest dreams come true. I would like to welcome you to a new video. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft, and today you can accompany me at my self-sufficiency farm, because my farm is the middle point of this whole topic. Without the farm, this dream wouldn't have come true now, because there were just no real possibility. But yeah, the day really arrived, and you can come with me because I want to show you now something pretty special. What is the possibility to make my dream true? When you watch my videos for a decent of time, you know a little bit about my farm, how it looks, where is everything at. So I have the chicken area with the chicken barn, then I have the sheep barn and the meadows, and then the garden vegetable beds and everything else. But you never saw this part of my farm before. But today I want to show it to you because this year has an important role of everything what comes up next. Here we have the chicken barn with the chicken area. Here are my sheeps doing shitty stuff like always. Was machst du denn da drin? Mr. Baby had played hide and seek in this sack. Huh? Was du? Gehst zurück zur Mama? So, jetzt ab. Oh man, this baby is so was heißt frech auf Englisch?
Auf Englisch ist frech. Cheeky.
It's so cheeky. It always coming towards to me when I move in this area, and it always wants to cuddle because actually his horns are coming through and it's pretty itchy for them, so they have the feeling that they have to scratch the whole time. So he always comes to me and then he wants some cuddles between the horns, some scrubbing and scratching. And yeah, when I'm doing this, he's absolutely in a dross condition. Yeah, but back to the mysterious thing that is supposed to happen. So here behind me, I step aside and you can see it better. Here behind me is a part of the barn track that you never have seen before. And this is the part where everything should happen now. So maybe you remember that a dream of me come true a little bit ago. So to my 30th birthday, my family made me a special gift. I had the dream of our own horse for several years, but I just had the dream. I never have done anything to make this dream true, because yeah, now a horse is pretty expensive. You have to buy this horse, you have to buy equipment for this horse, you have to pay wet bills, and everything around. So I never thought that this dream come true so far. But then, to my 30th birthday, my family made me a gift, and I had the possibility to buy a horse. And I've bought Caruso, my cold draft horse. And he was 2 years old. And when I watched him before I bought him, they gave him something that make everything cool down and complete calm and relaxed. So this medicine made a beautiful, well-handled horse out of him. And I saw him and I loved him for the first sight. So I've bought him, and this medication, it depends on how much you give the animals. It lasts 1 hour, 2 hours, so a little bit around that time. And as we arrived at the stable, he was a complete difficult horse. He was the devil, really, he was the devil. 3 adults, 3 strong men couldn't handle him because he never ever had done something with humans. So he was complete untouched. No working, no respect for humans, nothing. So I worked with the devil and the devil worked with me, and together we find a way to respect each other. And finally, after 1 year of pretty difficult and hard working, we had come to this point where we can really trust each other. And this was such a hard process. So, and then, after 1 year, he died in pretty hard circumstances. So he's got a colic, a pretty heavy colic, and we had to give him the medicine that he slept away. Then he got the medicine. He falls down. Then everything was gone. This all happened so fast that I can still not realize it. How could a young and healthy horse die this way? With so much pain. He got a lot of painkillers, but they don't bring the pain away. In the hospital, in the vet hospital, they told me. And then I not only lost this animal, I also lost the dream of the Bavarian cowgirl. So my dream was to go on Bushcraft tours with my horse, on horseback. So, and the dream died. And when you ever lost something what really was important for you, that you really loved, you know that time don't heal any wounds. So please don't ever say to a person that lost something, a human, an animal, or something else, don't ever tell them time will heal your wounds, because time doesn't shit with your wounds, nothing. You only know to handle this new situation, but the wounds, they are still there. So, and I never thought that I would have the chance of having my own horse ever again. Yeah, but what should I say? Here I am standing now, and here I am again with my own horse. And some pretty lucky situations made me the owner of this horse. So, you know, horses cost a lot of money, and I thought now this would not happen in the next time. Because, you know, financially it doesn't look so good actually, because I have to pay for the care in the elderly care home for my grandmother. I made a special video about it because it's so complicated that it's pretty rough to explain this to someone, because it's hard to understand. But yeah, this is the fact, I have to pay for it. And here in Germany, it's, if you have to pay for that, that's around 2,500 till 4,500 euro for the care of the elder persons each month. So that's a lot. But sometimes you just need a little bit of luck. And I had this luck because since I was searching for my first horse, Caruso, I had on those search lists. Yeah, you know, in the surrounding of my home area, cold blood, age from this to this, worked in this and this and this area. So I never delete these searches because I was curious how the prices changed after this time, because when I bought my first horse, the prices are pretty high. So yeah, and the second happy thing is that I know a friend of mine who is pretty much into giving horses with special needs or elder horses a good home. And you know, draft horses are not here in South Germany, but in other parts they still eat horses, and also in Italy. So horses are no more meat for them. And I know I don't want to make this a big point yet, because it's a pretty rough decision if there is a difference between farm animals and house animals. Why should we slaughter this one and this one not? And that's a pretty interesting story to discuss, but actually this here is not the point to discuss this. I don't want to discuss it in the video. It's rough to kill an animal anyway, no matter what kind of animal it is. So, and in Austria, each year in the fall there are markets, auctions, where you can bid on foals, cold blood foals. So, and if the foal is not pretty enough, or yet just hasn't the right parents, or there are not many interests to buy it, all those foals go to Italy, because there they're taking care of them, not good care, but they taking care of them till they got bigger and have more meat, and then they are going all to the slaughterhouse. And yeah, I don't want that horses are going to slaughterhouse. And also, when you know this is a foal, so when an old animal is going to the slaughterhouse, this is a second story, because this animal already had a life. But a young animal like this, so this is pretty hard to understand. The friend of mine is in different groups, horses in need, slaughter horses, so all those horses that have not a big chance to survive. Ill horses, old horses, horses they are not for riding, young horses, foals, cold blood horses, which would bring a lot of meat. And yeah, because of her and many other people, I can tell you now that I own now a cold blood foal, 7 months old, and this foal has now, because of all those beautiful things that happen, has to not to go to Italy and to a slaughter. No, this foal can grow up here at my farm, and I hope he will have a happy life with me. And now we take a look to this area of the barns that you never have seen before, because this year will be the horse stable. So this here should be the stable of the horses. In Germany you are not allowed to have one horse alone, because they live in a group, and this is what is close to their naturally living. So I can't have him alone here. And yeah, you know, the farm on that I am working now is the farm of my beloved friend Leo, who passed away tragically in the mountains. And since his death, I am here and I take care of his animals. I have a few of them was he owned, and of course also new, because I do a little bit different and changed a lot because yeah. So what brings us together is the love to nature and living close to nature as possible, and having everything insect friendly. And insects is a good point because this here is his old bee house. Yeah, like I told you, he was bees inside, but my friend Leo give it up because of the varroa insect which kills the bees. So it was too hard, so he gave it up. And the only animal that lives there inside here are mouses. You'll find their tracks everywhere, and I have to remove it now. Yeah, and now I have the vision to change everything here and create something new, bring new life inside of this area, and yeah, have the possibility with this area to make my dream come true. And yeah, now this would be my horse stable, and yeah, I just can't believe that this dream come true. So I was in a steak bar with my friend Jörg Sprave not long ago, and another colleague was also with us, and he said that, yeah, he thinks that I'm pretty strong, that I can handle all those difficult situations. Also paying that much for the grandmother and the care institution. And my answer was, yeah, you just you need to have dreams. If you have dreams, you can make everything come true, everything. Just believe that these dreams come true one day. And then, yeah, you can reach everything. Just believe that your dreams come true. I love to dig in old stuff. It's always like exploring a mystery. Here's something from 1993, and this here from Continental is definitely not going into the firewood. It is from old letter stamps. So that's what I found out. So at first I have to remove all the stuff what is inside here, because I don't need parts of it anymore. So this was made for the bees, and it's not possible to have the horses inside. So this door here is not enough. Maybe, of course, now they fit through it, but in the future not. So the door will come through this area so that they can come directly to the meadow. And I don't want to have boxes here inside. It should be one big stable, open the whole time so that they can go out and come in whenever they like to do it. These windows here should stay because they bring a lot of light inside, but I have to cover it with something that, yeah, when the horse kick, they won't break. I don't want that they get hurt here inside. And here down there, here was the area where the bees come in and out, and they have to close it that the wind doesn't come through. Yeah, and yeah, that's a part of that what I have to do. Here is an extra spare room. I don't move the camera inside here because doesn't have much light here. So here is old bee equipment. It's I don't know the right word for Schleuder. So this is also for the honey, where you can put the bee wax with the honey inside, and then you can, and all the honey come out. So it doesn't fit through this door because the door was made after it was inside, and I thought I had to flex it away here inside, but happily it passed through this window and I can bring it out at once, because having spark here inside is a little bit difficult because of all the wood around, and I don't want that something get burned. So this area is with a ground which is good to clean, and this should be the saddle camber and also the foot camber. Chavis. Here behind me is also a window, so as you can see I can't let it like this, so this is not possible. There's a lot of work to do here around, and I don't have much money, so I just check around what I really need. So I don't need, there's so much stuff, horse, solarium and everything what you just can think about, what costs a lot of money. So I don't need all of that. I just need the basics. I need a meadow, I need a stable where they can come in when it's rainy weather or snow or anything like that. And yeah, that's the most important. And I have a lot of work here inside, remove everything, make everything safe. Here's concrete at the ground, which is great because it's easy to clean, but it's too cold in the winter. So I check out the local marketplace and I found such stable mats that are just laid at the ground, and they are already used. Because of this, they are not expensive. So I don't want to spend a lot of money here because I don't have that money. I only do what's really necessary, that the horse stay healthy and safe. Also something that I want to do for the horses, but not yet, because this is also a lot of money and a lot of time. At first I focus on that what's really necessary, and then I can play around with stuff or it costs a little bit money, but in the future. So this here is the old vegetable garden of this farm, and they tried to grow potatoes here once, but the earth isn't good. So I also add a lot of sheep shit, but it won't work. So, and since then everything is left, and you can also see it here at the waist that I doesn't spend time here for a long time. So, and what I want to have here in this area for the future is a mud-free paddock, because especially in the winter months when it rains a lot and the sun doesn't dry the ground, there is mud everywhere where horses are. And I want that this here is that all those concrete plates are removed. They are also already not the best anymore. And then I have here an even flat area, and I want to cover it with sand or some paddock plates, whatever. That this here is the area where the horses can stand over the rainy days and the winter days. But this is future music, nothing that I are able to do now because of the time and also of the money. But yeah, just in my brain for the future. So this is not like advertising, because most of you live far away, but here in Germany and also in Austria, and I'm pretty sure also in Italy, there are different organizations that take care of the animals that had to go to the slaughterhouse and try to bring them to families where they can live, and try to put the slaughterhouse far away from them. And because of such an organization and many hard good people, I'm able to have this horse now. And at this point I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the person that try to make this dream come true and helped me and are searching for horses that had to go to the slaughter and bring them to the publicity that people know from what should happen to them. And yeah, thank you a lot for your work, and yeah, that you helped me to bring this foal to me. You really made a dream come true. And yeah, in the next 4 weeks until they move in, a short time, there is a lot to do for me. And yeah, in 4 weeks, he and a play friend from him should move into my farm. They are still there, but actually they are at the meadow of a friend of me with stallions, young stallions at the meadow. And in 4 weeks they move in, and you will see a lot of the steps that I have to do there. Like every time, yeah, I show you what the changings of the self-sufficiency farm, but also the everyday life. And I'm happy if you would come with me, and I'm also happy if you have some tricks and tips what I can do there and what's really necessary. And yeah, you will come with me and look over my shoulders through the whole process. I hope we see us also in the next video, and I wish you a great time. Bye bye.